sweet wine, sherry, port, brandy. We've got Christmas on a table. Now you can look up all about how these wines should taste and how they're different, but I want to get these open and see which one is going to be washing down my Christmas turkey. Oh, Fred, we've got a corkscrew. Right, let's go. Right, let's get rid of that. Here we have Christmas on my chopping board. This is probably my favourite game to play. Here's the Christmas treat. You're going to love these glasses that Fred's got me to taste with. You're going to see them later. And I'm going to mess with his order. I'm going to play dry wines first. So we're going to go with the sherries. I've got two really different examples here. Sherry fortified wine, generally made from Palomino in the south of Spain. And I've got a Manzanilla, which is the crispest, freshest, driest, zestiest sherry you could hope for, followed by a Palo Cortado, which I'll tell you all about in a moment. In we slip with the Manzanilla, which comes from a little town called San Luca de Barrameda. It can only come from that town, which is right by the sea, which makes it smell, oh my God, like someone sprinkled salt on the green apple. It is so fresh, aromatic, zesty, saline, absolutely. Got it, mate. That, if you're a Sauvignon Blanc lover, please, please try this, because it is absolutely, it makes me want to have a little bit of jamon iberico. That's what you need with this, which is a food match. Well done, Fred. Made in heaven. So here's a little bit of jamon iberico. I had this in a tapas bar the other day, and it was, oh my God, absolutely delicious. Spicy, zesty, green fruit, saline, yum. Then we're going to try something really, really magnificent. This is a Palo Cortado sherry, which is basically made, it's trying to be a dry Fino sherry with a yeast top, which is called a floor. Holy shit, look at this color. It looks like something that's running through my drains. It looks like sewage water, but it smells like a Christmas cake. It's black molasses, it's toffee, it's caramel, and it's bone dry. So it looks as if it's going to be sweet, but it tastes so nutty and so zesty. It's like nuts meets citrus. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful flavour to that. So it's two sherries, both bone dry, absolutely delicious before my Turk. Now, if I'm to pick one, I absolutely love that Manzanilla. I'd probably lock myself in a broom cupboard and drink that. And then when the guests arrive, I'd serve a Manzanilla sherry with a little Iberico ham, and it would be like, everyone would be going, what the fuck are you doing? And they'd love it. Then it's mince pie time, and we're gonna go sweet wine. These are two extraordinarily lovely sweet white wines. So one is from France, it's a Sauternes, and one is from Hungary, and it's a Tokaji. So both of these are really, really sweet. They're dessert wines, and they're very different. So the Sauternes is made by having noble rotted grapes, so they look absolutely disgusting. And what that does is it concentrates the sugar, gets rid of the water, and the yeast gobbles up all the sugar until it dies, but it can't gobble up all the sugar because it leaves some for me. And it smells like a tangerine. It's absolutely so floral, citrusy, beautiful texture. It's creamy, it's got some fresh acidity to it. It's like if you sit in an armchair and the best looking person at your Christmas table leaves and comes and sits on your lap. It's absolutely delicious. Now the difference between Sauternes and Tokaji is that Tokaji has generally got more acidity and sometimes even more sugar. So while the Sauternes wants to sit on your lap in the armchair, the Tokaji wants to drag you out of the armchair, give you a little slap, and remind you that you've still got some port and brandy to go. So let's have a go with this. And it smells like an apricot. So that's a tangerine. Here's an apricot, and quite a spicy one at that. And it's really, really zesty, stone fruity, absolutely delicious. Whereas this will gobble up the brandy butter, this will zap through the Christmas pudding and get you ready for the next round. Gosh, it's yummy. I'm gonna pick the Tokaji because it's so fresh. And now we're gonna do ports. I've got a late bottle vintage and a 20-year-old tawny. And Fred has got me two of the shittest glasses to taste port out of. Okay, now port is a minefield. Again, it is a fortified wine. So they make the wine, then they add in a spirit to bring the alcohol up and keep it sweet and delicious. Here we've got a 20-year-old Tawny port coming in at a mere 20% volume from a chap called Taylor. And then we've got a geezer called Graham who's coming in with a late bottled vintage port, again at 20%. An LBV port, late bottled vintage, is basically a vintage port that's made to drink a bit younger. So you and I can get on with it before it's sort of 40 years old and we're dead. So let's have a look at our friend Graham's late bottled vintage port 2019. Gosh, Fred, oh fuck, you are mean. Doesn't even stay in the bloody glass. Right, so the difference between an LBV port and a Tawny port is generally the LBV port will be fruitier, like more sharp fruitier and broader shouldered. So that's the port that's going to want to drag you out of the armchair and go, no sleepy now, because you've got the brandy to come. So anyway, quite deep in colour, smells quite ripe, rich, juicy.
Even with that glass?
Shut your face. So it's made with a red wine, and then they fortify it and leaving some of the sugar in there, so it's intensely sweet. It's got sort of black and red fruit to it, it's got a bit of tannin to it, and it's got a really lovely energy to the wine. That's a bloody good late bottle vintage port. Love that. And now we're going to do one of my favourite ports you could possibly get. It's a 20-year-old Tawny from Taylor's. Fred, I want one of these for Christmas. So the colour is really different. If Fred had given me some decent glasses, you'd be able to see that the colour is really different. Dark, light. Got it? So the Tawny is the gentlest, softest, wrap my whole armchair and the good-looking person from the table and you all in a cosy blanket. It's soft, it's really, really smooth. It smells almost a little bit nutty. Oh my God, this is such a great way to spend a Tuesday. It is so smooth and soft. It's got that little lift from the alcohol on it, but it just lasts forever. It's got cinnamon, clove, all the spices. I'm going 20-year-old Tawny port from Taylor's, one of my favorite styles. So smooth, so gentle. It is Cognac, Armagnac time, brandy. There's two types of brandy that are very famous. One is from Cognac, which is north of Bordeaux, and one is from Armagnac, which is south of Bordeaux. Cognac wears an Armani suit, Armagnac wears a boiler suit. So Armagnac's more muscly, powerful, gutsy wine that's going to punch you in the face. Shall I start with a punch in the face? Let's go. So this is Domaine de Tariquet, it's Basse Armagnac, and it is an XO, which means it's very old.
Extra old.
Oh, it means it's extra old. Shit, I reckon even I could have worked that out. Thanks, Fred. Right, it's XO. And then we've got a VSOP from Remy Martin, which means very superior old pale. Whatever that is. It's a Cognac Fine Champagne. So Fine Champagne is an area in Cognac. So there we go, a slightly lighter Armagnac and a slightly darker Cognac. Can we see that? Yummy. And what do they smell like? So the Armagnac's slightly burning the top of my nostrils. Oh shit, the Cognac is absolutely wrapping me in Werther's Originals. Anyway, let's have a little taste of the Armagnac. Oh, that's spicy. It's hot. It's caramelized. It's got sort of burnt sugar. It's got a little bit of banana in there. It's got lots of lovely flavors, but it is a kind of suck it all in, let me at 'em kind of wine. Is it a wine? It's a fucking brandy. Right, now let's have a go on Remy Martin VSOP. So it's a slightly darker color.
And why are you drinking them out of glasses as big as your head?
I asked Fred to get me a large glass so I can really get the aromas coming round the side of the glass. He's got me these extraordinarily fabulous glasses, which actually do an okay job. Now, let me get on with the Cognac. Oh, it's like so soft. This doesn't burn any of the top of my nostrils. And the flavors are really deep, rich, soft, elegant, fine. I love this because you can read all about these wines of how different they are, but actually to taste them, they really are different. That Cognac is an utterly beautifully smooth Cognac. It's very delicious. I could get into an awful lot of trouble with that. Whereas the Armagnac, I think I'd be running around the table punching all of my guests, which might be the end of Christmas lunch. So that is a pretty lovely little wrap up to Christmas there. And if I had to pick one, it would be the 20-year-old Tawny. Because it will wrap up the mince pie, it will clobber the Christmas pud, and it will keep you going very, very happy until lights out. And serve it slightly cool. I love this. This is slightly cool. Let me just check it. Oh, it's a fuck sight cooler than me. Night, night, Fred. It's nap time. Oh, it's only 11:15.